I would name one personality, and you please tell me what comes to your mind when you just listen to that, when you just hear that person's name, sir.
Yes,
Uh, Nani Palkiwala.
great lawyer, but I think misread in his economic and political opinions. He was far too right wing for this country.
Rajiv.
Wonderful chap whose guiding principle was compassion, compassion for the poorest and the weakest. I don't think any Prime Minister of India has been more sensitive to them than he was.
Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Wonderful man, but a scientist. He knew about science and technology. He knew he was also passionately interested in children and their education. But I do not think he had the width of vision that was necessary to be a real game changer. His focus was more on science and technology than on fundamental changes in our country that are required to realize a vision of India. He had a vision 2020, but it was not an all embracing vision.
Sri Vajpayee ji.
Also, a very nice man. I've often said that while Narasimha Rao ji was perhaps the first BJP Prime Minister of India, I have little doubt that Vajpayee was the last Congress Prime Minister of India. And I say this because he had the wit and the wisdom to keep his own supporters at bay while he followed secular Nehruvian principles. While Narasimha Rao was not able to stop the Babri Masjid from falling because he relied too much on sadhus and sants and had an unfounded belief in the trust that he extended to the Sant Parivar.
Srimati Sonia Gandhi.
Well, she's had a remarkable role to play in ensuring the diversity of this country, ensuring that we are not racists who insist on birth as a prior condition for governance, who gave the Congress party, in some of its worst days, 10 full years of governance, but who is now unwell and therefore unwilling to continue being in the leadership. As I mentioned earlier, I have not been looking at television for the past 3 hours, and so I don't know what her decision has been. But let us see after this CWC meeting as to what has been decided about the future leadership of the party.
Sri Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru,
Yes, sir. Jawaharlal Nehru.
the true founder of modern India, a man who took this superstitious, hidebound, tradition bound country into the modern world, gave us a place on the world stage that was quite disproportionate to our economic strength or our military power, who translated the fundamental tenets of the Gandhian philosophy into our foreign policy and into the principles of nation building, and who was singularly responsible for making ours the only country of nearly 150 which came to independence after 1947 to have translated freedom for India into freedom for the people of India. Everyone else has either been an occasional democracy or a permanent dictatorship. That's a marvelous achievement. It's a nation building achievement. And if we forget him, as the BJP government is trying to make us forget him, then we stand in danger of no longer being a nation, no longer being a democracy, but being run by power obsessed Hindutva elements.
Shri Savarkar.
The root of all our problems. His philosophy of Hindutva, which was not at all accepted by the people of India, is now being promoted, especially over the last 6 years, by a leadership that is imbued with his philosophy, and he is at the root of this alternative idea of a Hindu India, which is actually not a Hindu India, it's a Hindutva India. And there's a huge difference between Hinduism as a religion and Hindutva as a political philosophy.
Shri Narendra Modi.
I don't want to be holed up for contempt, so I'm going to pass that one.
Yes, sir. Shri Rahul Gandhi.
Well, he's trying. I hope he succeeds.
So you give your best wishes to him, and you do not want to comment anymore on Shri Rahul Gandhi, sir?
I have nothing to say. I haven't. He has often said he'll meet me and has failed to meet me after having me suspended from the party 3 years ago. And before that, for a year, I hadn't met him. So I know nothing about this leader of our party. So what do you want me to say? I have nothing negative to say about him. And I can't say anything positive about him because he has not associated me in either his presidentship or his decision to not become or not remain the president of our party. I just don't know him well enough to answer this question.
Yes, sir. So I thank you for spending so much time on answering these questions, sir.